Starting at the top for Complexity Gaming, currently looking at 2 losses and 1 win is...
Complexity Heart.
Complexity Heart.
I wonder if he likes the song Heart to Heart.
I don't know.
I wonder if that's where he got his ID from.
You can ask him.
I will.
Bottom of the map, his opponent already in Code A, lost every single match today. If he wins here, he's gonna change the situation for Heart though, and it's gonna break his heart, because then the Complexity player will be in Code A.
Sparta!
Street Fighter always, why do you do that? Suddenly you make me talk fast because I need to finish my sentence. That's just mean.
That's kind of rude, actually.
That was really rude.
Well, Sparta is kind of a foreboding ID to choose. He is going for gas first. You know, Sparta does fall no matter what. You can't win if you are Sparta. You just don't have the resources, no matter how well you trained, the conditions you've been through. So I would not choose that as an ID personally.
So, while we're starting this game, while the build orders are just about to unfold, let me go through the group situation once again. Finale is already in Code S because he's currently at a 4-1 score. We have Terminator and Sparta, both of them are eliminated. They will be in Code A next season. They have no chance of advancing. The next 2 games that we have in this set of matches is the game that you currently see on screen, Heart against Sparta, and then we have Happy against MC. If Sparta wins here, Heart is out. He is in Code A, he has no chance of advancing, which leaves 3 players. But MC and Happy are the only 2 players who could end up with a 3-2 score. So the winner of this match would advance in case that Sparta takes the game here. Because of the direct comparison, the rest of the 3 games wouldn't matter anymore. If Heart wins, on the other hand, against Sparta right now, he still has the chance of ending up with a 3-2 score. And therefore, there could be a few different situations, tie situations later on. But that would also require Happy to win against MC. Because no matter what the outcome of this game on screen currently is, if MC beats Happy, it's over. Exactly.
Which always makes you wonder about the order of how these matches are played, but...
Well, not really, because you don't know in advance.
True.
You would have to shift them right now.
Yeah.
Right now start shifting the games.
That's the problem, is because the players aren't ready to prepare.
Exactly. So. They have to set up their gear and everything, so that's...
I'm telling you, man, next year 6 booths, global standard.
Yeah. Let's go crazy. Let's go for 8.
8 booths?
We don't really have 8-player groups.
You and I actually just cast from the booth, like... When we're on camera, it just comes up with the screen. It looks exactly the same, it just doesn't have verses, and you and I just talk to each other in different booths. And it's just a split screen of us looking at each other, but we're not actually looking at each other. We're looking at like a Skype call to each other in 2 different booths. Did I go too far again, Calder? Did I cross the line?
Not really the line, but yeah, you're losing me. Okay, currently what you're seeing on screen is that we have Sparta with the first few aliens out, and he's going for the medivac, so he wants the elevator in his opponent's base. We have Heart now on 1 gas, so both of these players didn't take the second refinery just yet. It looks a little bit like Heart is going for the exact same build that Sparta is using here, a very similar one, at least. Also with the Viking now, after his initial medivac.
This is the most scared group of Marines I've ever seen. It's like he wanted him to see. That SCB scared all those Marines away. You really wanted to get in the drop, but now Heart knows what's up. Both of these players with a very aggressive 1-base play. It's all going to come down to who is the one who's not attacking, actually. In this kind of situation, the player who is sitting at home defending is going to have the advantage.
The second gas goes down for Sparta, and he's the one who attacks, whereas Heart just sits in his own base and waits for this attack to start.
He should be able to defend this really easily. Look at this, even with the Viking.
Oh yes, he has to drop those Marines really fast. And the medivac took quite a few hits, and this is a big problem for him. He can't be aggressive now, he has to fall back.
And this is what I was talking about. You defend, you're the one who has the advantage. In this case, it's a very slight advantage because it's just a damaged medivac, but now he can move out because, as you said, now with the medivac damage, he can't take a risk of trying to drop in the main base. He might lose it, and Heart can now attack directly, but he doesn't want to attack into a line of sight blocker where he doesn't know what's inside of it. That's #1 rule of TDT.
Here we go though, the fight starts, and at this point in time we have a bit of an edge in supply for Sparta. He has a good concave compared to what we currently see for Heart. That's a big problem for the Complexity player. He's falling back here, trying to expand, by the way.
It was 2 medevacs against 1 because Sparta did not make the Viking. That was a big problem. Now he's got to be very careful with that Viking.
Yeah, nearly lost it. Repairs it with the SCVs immediately.
He has the faster command center. That's another reason why he finds himself on lower supply here. He spent those resources on a command center rather than army units. And he's going to have to cancel it potentially here, not necessarily. Depends on how much Sparta actually commits. He's just going to keep killing the SCV that goes down to make a command center, I guess.
In supply, Sparta is now way ahead of his opponent. The harvester count is the same, but Sparta goes for siege tanks now. He has the better marine count. He does not have the Vikings. He's starting to build them, tries to compete with his opponent in the air battle. But yeah, Hart is just desperately trying to get this expansion going, and the problem for him is that his SCV was taken out, therefore it is delayed. And Sparta, who does not make any attempts of getting a second command center, is now in a position where he has more army supply and can choose the timing to move across the map and put siege on Hart's main base and expansion. And there is already the siege mode.
And he's looking to just end this game on one base. That seems to be how people are handling Hart today, just giving him his old one base play back to him.
He's giving him a hard time.
Yeah, he's giving him a hard time.
No, I'm sad. No, but seriously, at this point, the problem for Hart is really if he loses this game, he's out, and he knows it. Sparta is fighting for his honor, for the Star Tail honor here. He has nothing to gain in the end, but he wants to go for this attack. He moves out with everything he has. He pulls every single SCV. Well, that's actually not true. He has like 5 left in the main base to make that 10. But every other SCV is pulled.
He pulls the Hart out of his base.
Yeah.
And wants to bring it to his opponent.
So
those Hellions are in a heap of trouble indeed. I don't think he can hold here, but
it looks really scary.
He's on top of the ramp, so he can't really
his
move around.
siege mode is not ready. That's the big problem. And there we go. In the main base of Hart, in the heart of Hart's base, we have Sparta. And he is going for this attack, whereas the drop play is going to kill the economy of Sparta. There's nothing left in his main base, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's just way too much that Hart has to face here.
Yep, he can repair that siege thing all he wants, but it's not gonna matter in the end. The SCVs are attacking barracks. They need to be actually getting around the backside, I feel. And well,
the siege tech is sieged up.
Counter.
Hart is dropping in supply.
Yeah, he's dropping in supply, but that attack could have been a lot better. He needs to micro his units. You can fly those buildings all day, but if he doesn't micro these Marines, it's not gonna matter. I think he waited too long.
Well, the thing is that right now we have Hart at 10 supply, Sparta at 49. He could just fall back with a few of his units.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to kill everything here. If he walks back...
The one Viking is important, though.
He has to save his command center.
He has... Yeah, you're right. And he has...
Well, he just kills the Marines here. That's all that he really has to do. He has too many Marines.
If he killed the command center, there would have been a possible draw, but you're right. This game is over now. Hart can't kill it.
Hart has 1 Marine left. 1 Marine, 1 Medivac, and a Viking.
And 337 minerals, but
yes.
He's going to try to go for Cloak Banshees, but he doesn't have enough resources to get Cloak. I guess he's just going to...
He needs more resources, yeah.
He needs to make a refinery somehow if he wants to have a chance here.
Well, he has 2 floating orbitals, and he's using now the mules. What Sparta has to do is he has to use his units and just split them across the map. But this could still end in Hart's favor if Sparta is making some mistakes. But he
sees it.
He spots his opponent. The expansion is now starting to attack here. But he has
no gas.
He has to make sure that he shuts down the income of his, not the income, of course the income as well, but just the production capabilities of Hart.
He doesn't have a refinery, and without it, he will not be able to make a Banshee to use this cloak for. GG.
GG, Hart is out. Sparta wins his first game today. That's, of course, very unfortunate for Hart, but Sparta is quite happy that he was at least able to win
He
one
says,
map.
you know, if I'm out, I'm going to bring you down with me.
Yeah, that's exactly what he does. Hart is now in Code A, has no chance of advancing, and this means that the next game is going to decide who advances to Code S.
Yes. This is going to be the final game, the final battle.
Let me just confirm this once again. If Happy and MC are currently looking at a 2-1 score. Both of them won 2 matches and lost 1. So whoever wins this will be on 3-1. And even if they lose the next match, For example, in the last potential group of matches today, we would see MC versus Finale and Hard versus Happy. So let's say Hard wins now, then he's on 3-1 score, MC is on 2-2. So if MC wins against Finale, that would be the best case scenario for him later on, then he would be on 3-2. And given that Hard would win against Happy, both of them would be tied, MC and Hard that is, but because of the direct comparison, which is the upcoming match, Happy would advance, not Happy but Hard, yeah. I think you gotta, sorry, I babble a little bit.
It's fine.
Bottom line,
Everybody's
the winner
got
of the next game advances to Good S.
And the map, it's going to be Tomb Valley. It's going to be obviously a Terran versus Protoss, as you mentioned, the players' names. Everybody knows that by now. This is pretty intense because Happy has been in Codes before. He's gone really far. But MC, I think, is the fan favorite and the player who's been doing the most consistently well right now out of this group. So only one of them can get through. This is going to be a really tense match. I'm excited about this one.
What's pretty interesting here is also that so far MC won against every single Terran player that he faced. He was able to win against Sparta and Hard. Now he's facing the last one. He's facing Happy. And if he wins, as he already said, then he is in. It's going to be quite the exciting match, guys. And the countdown is ready. We're heading into Entombed Valley here. This is the last game today at the GSL Up&Down. It's the last Up&Down match for this season. And the winner is going to advance to Code S together with Finale. The MVP Protoss player already has a ticket to Code S. The game is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It is SKMC, the boss toss. He's up against LGIM, Happy, and we are Colin Wolf.
That we are. I just want to confirm, in case anyone was wondering if he was lying or not.